Welcome. Good morning or afternoon, actually. Afternoon for everybody. Sorry, we do these trainings a couple times a day. So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Guys, in today's session, if you are a returning Dubb customer, some of this might be familiar, which is great because repetition brings you closer to perfection, right? Practice, not perfect, but practice makes improvement. No such thing as perfection here. So those of you guys that are returning, you will probably see some things you maybe have seen before, but now's a second chance to dive in a little bit closer. Also, there's probably things you have not taken advantage of previously. And again, this is your opportunity to learn a little bit more about it and to take advantage of the cool stuff we're going to show you guys today. So, Ina, go ahead and share some slides for us. As always, if you guys want to let us know if you have any specific questions, guys, we'll have some time at the end of today's session to answer those, get you taken care of directly. So please drop anything you have into the chat. We always answer those in the order that they are received. Now, if your question comes up as we're presenting here, just toss it into the chat. And that way you'll have your place. You don't have to try to hold your question, remember it until we're going to share it. So yeah, questions in the Q&A, and then we'll open it up for discussions. Well, if it's a really long question, you don't want to type the whole thing in, you can just say, I got a question, and then we'll answer you in that order. So just make sure you drop it in there and we'll get you guys taken care of. All right, guys, in today's training, this is really a culmination of all of Dubb's technology that we're going to talk about today, guys, from the pre-creating the videos, like what types of videos we're going to be creating, how we're going to be creating, why, and then the actual sharing and the tracking component of this. So again, it's high level for those of you that are familiar with Dubb. It's going to be, oh, hey, this sounds familiar. But again, we want you guys, because every day we speak to people in the live training that come back and return for the same sessions, because we know it sometimes takes more than once, more than twice, sometimes more than that before a lesson really sets in. So we're going to continue to provide these trainings for you guys and follow-ups and more sessions. So if you guys need anything at all, that's what we're here to support. In today's session, we're going to be talking about first AI, how to use it, how to generate your scripts, your messages, research, because that's where everything starts, right, is the creation phase. Then we're going to talk about the actual execution, what we should be doing, the best use cases of Dubb, where all of our case studies and success stories come from. We're going to share that with you. And then, of course, the distribution methods that people are using as well. How are they getting their content in front of people that's going to be most beneficial for them? All right, Ina, let's go ahead and get into slide one. Guys, there is right now a massive opportunity. Video messaging in particular, video emails, video text messaging, and even posting to social, YouTube. This is utilized by less than 5% of any individual entrepreneur or salesperson or business. So like a YouTube channel, right? How many of us actually have a YouTube channel that's generating us leads, right? Probably less than 5%. Unless you're a Dubb user, maybe, you know, this is, you've used the tool, but that's what we're going to talk about. Things like posting to social media. These are free opportunities that are available at your guys' fingertips that are more scalable. They're more affordable, right? It's free, basically, just opportunity, time cost. And it's also evergreen. So there's the reasons why we're going to be doing this. And the biggest reason is because of the opportunity. It's like if you knew a stock was going to go through the roof, you would invest in it now, right? If you knew that was going to happen. That's essentially where we're at when it comes to video marketing, video for sales. Is right now, it's less than 5% of people even know that this tool is available, that they can communicate this way. So when you're reaching out to your leads, again, there's that 95+% chance they've never seen something like this. They've never received a personal video communication from someone. So this is the opportunity. Again, imagine it as that stock when it's, Bitcoin, when it was 0.001 cents. That's where it's at right now. Now, at some point down the road, video messaging is going to be more normal, right? It's going to be 10, 20+% of people's communications, because that's where we're moving towards. The technology is developing, it's improving, and the ability to communicate and digest video is only increasing. Look at every single trend. The amount of video that's consumed is only increasing. People's preference for consuming video over text is increasing. So all of these trends, again, make this massive opportunity for us right now, because we're still at the ground level. Video email sort of technology has been around for some time, maybe 10 years, but it's gotten much, much, much easier to accomplish, to do this now. And that's really what Dubb's done, guys, is put all these different pieces of technology into one place to create this opportunity for you. So this is the opportunity. Again, get in at the ground level. Those of you guys that are here, you've already now invested at the ground floor, and now only going up from here. So what is the opportunity? It's to communicate visually, to make an impact, to make an impression and build trust faster than any other form of first communications will do. Guys, we have this happen literally every day. We have people that were sending plain text emails before. None of us here in this room have ever received a response from a plain email and someone was saying, wow, this was amazing. Thank you so much for this email. You're such an eloquent writer. This is incredible, right? Nobody's ever responded like that. Maybe you just got a positive response, a yes or okay or thanks or whatever. People will actually respond to videos like that, especially if you guys are in any sort of professional service like real estate or mortgage or insurance or anything where your relationship is part of the business, right? If it's just a transaction, buy this dog collar, no relationship there. But if it's a professional service, your guys' relationships are absolutely critically important, and making those first impressions is absolutely critically important because you're in a competitive environment. You're competing for these people's attention in business with other people just like yourself. But the opportunity, again, is that 95% of your competition is not doing this. So it's a way to instantly differentiate, instantly stand apart from all the noise that's out there. And there's a lot of it, guys. A lot of emails, a lot of social posts, a lot of conflicting messaging out there. And so we need to cut through that noise in the fastest, most interesting way possible. And this is what the technology is all about, guys. Ina, go ahead, bring us to the next one. Go ahead, Rob.
All right. So goals. So in sales, business growth, entrepreneurs, whether you're part of a big sales team, small team, it's all the same. The goal is to get the conversion at the end of the day, you get the account. But before you can win, an actual client, you've got to actually get responses. So a lot of the stuff Darius talked about is the beginning stages of how you kind of break through that. The one thing that I always notice with my inbox, and I've asked other Dubb users about this and other people that I talk to about Dubb, how often do you see the word video in your subject line of an email when you're getting emails? It's very rare. It's very low, so there's that very big opportunity for, number one, to see the word video, which you don't see a lot. Okay, that's interesting. Let me click on that. And then when you jump inside that email, what's sitting in front of you? Well, if it's not just a link, it's a nice animated video GIF preview. And that animated video GIF preview, from the people that I've talked to, what we've seen on the numbers side, it really is an inviting thing to click on. You can see the person, there's more trust there. And when they click on it and they go to that great landing page, it has all your branding, more information, buttons where they can take an action, calendar integration. All that is about how you get responses. Because when someone sees that, that is completely different than what they're used to seeing. A lot of the times when you see a link, you're nervous, I don't want to click the link. But you see that animated video GIF preview, and then you go there and you get more information about what you're trying to learn about, and then you can do something. That really creates those responses. A lot of the times when you send videos out, someone could send an email right back to you saying, hey, that was great. How did you send that thing? And we've had this happen so many times. What a creative way to reach out. In the training, we talk about this all the time, whether you're reaching out on LinkedIn, someone's website, using the technology like screen recorders, mobile app and clips, desktop app and clips. These are all little story building tools that you can put together imperfectly. Doesn't have to be perfect. But when someone sees you as part of someone's website or LinkedIn profile or whatever, and they see that, that's engaging. And that shows that you not only made the effort, but you're using the technology to be very creative with your initial outreach. So once you get these clients, because they're impressed, they're like, wow, I want to book a time in your calendar. And then, you get that account. Once you get to that point, you've got them to respond because of the creative way you've outreach using the tech. You've won the client, because a lot of the times with these videos, you're leading with value. How often in sales do you say lead with value? Lead with value. It's more important now than ever. Their attention spans are getting shorter. They see content. They want to know right away, how can you help me? What are you offering? So having that video content that answers that question, you've stood out, they've responded, and now let's say you've won that client because of that outreach and strategy that we talk about all the time. Well, now you got to get referrals. And those referrals based on that client experience with what you put them through with the video outreach, the information you provided, the action they can take, that speaks volumes in terms of what they're going to say to other people. And at that point, when you as the salesperson or as the entrepreneur, when you've gotten that client, you've won that account and everything's fantastic, you've led with value, you always ask the question, are there people that you think really could benefit from something like this? And boom, it opens up the doors. And we'll show some tech in a little bit that we talk about a lot with Apply with Video, how you can get these testimonials, but referrals are some of the biggest things you can get. And if you follow the playbook with video and how we tell you to do the outreach, it's going to give you the best chance.
Appreciate that, Rob. And guys, this, again, the goal as from a high level is getting a response, right? Every single bit of marketing and sales messaging that you put out there, the goal is a response. The response might be different. It might be a text, it might be an email, it might be a registration for your webinar. So, but either way, that's the response. We're after the conversion. If you guys are familiar with that language, we need them to take action, to do something from our messages. And ultimately, what people are succeeding with Dubb is before they had responses, right? They had a rate, a conversion rate. Let's say for every 100 messages, prospecting messages you sent, you got 2 messages back, right? A positive response. So that means you have a 2% conversion rate. The goal with Dubb is to increase that rate. Most people are not measuring their response rates, conversion rates. Most people are not that advanced yet to be measuring their actual output. They're just trying and seeing whatever works, which is understandable, especially if you're in the beginning. But what I will say is, even if you are in the beginning, you need to be measuring your outcomes. That's the only way you're going to improve, is if you know where you're at today. So the goal is to get responses at an increased rate from whatever you're doing today. So part of this is understanding what your response rates look like today. Now, you might sort of know that anecdotally or like coincidentally, like, well, I think about every 100 that I send, I get, you might have that. Actually, go measure this one time, because guys, every single time, what I'm about to show you, every single time we've measured this, there's been a 20% or more increase in those responses and conversions. So imagine you send 10 messages, you get 1 response. Maybe now we have 2 responses. Out of 100, instead of 10, now you have 15 or 12. 12 would be a 20% increase. But seriously, every single time we've measured this, without fail, there's been an improvement. And this has been with all of our teams that were actually measuring their outreach before. So I encourage you guys, measure your outputs, measure your conversion rates, understand where they're at. And when you add video to these, measure it again, because statistically speaking, you will see an improvement every single time. And that improvement is what's going to help motivate you to say, wow, this thing is really working. I'm now getting 20% more responses to my messages. That means 20% more pipeline, 20% more business. So let's go ahead, guys. Mark, he said new to Dubb. This is for you, my friend. Ina, go ahead and go to the next slide. Guys, there's a lot of technology. There's a lot of stuff here we can show you guys today. But at the end of the day, the number one use case, this is where the vast majority of our success stories, our testimonials, are all coming from this number one use case. And all it is adding video messages into your emails and texts and social, or any way that you're communicating. Instead of plain text messages, you are going to communicate via video. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to share my screen and just show you guys the exact applications of this. Again, for a couple of you, this will be a refresher. Maybe for some of you, you haven't done these steps yet. So just starting here inside of Gmail. This is also inside of Outlook. I'll pull that up as well. But this is the concept, guys, is instead of coming in and responding to your leads or prospecting people by typing emails or copying and pasting the same paragraph, instead of that, you're going to click record. So this little button right here, hard to see, my thing's messed up, but this button right inside of Dubb opens this tool up where inside of my Gmail or inside of my Outlook, I can record a video. Now, instead of copying and pasting the message or typing a message, again, this is the number one use case, guys. Countless success stories here over the 5+ years we've been in business. This is what people have been doing for one-to-one outreach. Especially, guys, if you're in professional services, real estate, mortgage, insurance, you're not dealing with thousands of leads a day, right? Every single lead is meaningful and needs attention. because they're important. This is a huge transaction for them, and you need to treat them in that same regard. If you're selling little tiny objects and items, still similar. You want to build a relationship, parasocial relationship with this person so they feel more trust with you. This is the example. So I'm going to record an email. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to add personalization. I'm going to record a personal video for this opportunity. What I'm going to show you guys is a feature on the Dubb mobile app. This is not required to use the app. If you have great handwriting, you can use a whiteboard or like a dry erase or handwritten note, something like that. I have terrible handwriting, so we built this feature in the app. This is just on the Dubb mobile app. There's a little clipboard right there. You guys can see that. I click the clipboard, and I'm going to put my name on it. Hey, Darius. I'm just going to use myself in the third person here. Pretend that I'm Darius. So Darius is now a lead that was interested in my product or service or business. So he filled out a web form. He was a referral. I did online advertising, something. Now I have this lead that I'm going to respond to. I'm going to hit record just like this. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Darius, just wanted to make a quick video personally for you. I wanted to share some information with you about this opportunity. It actually comes right after this. There's another video that's going to explain everything in a very short order. In fact, when you're interested in what you're going to hear, there's some buttons below where you can book a time with me. You can check out our reviews and hear from other happy clients. You can also call or text me directly from the page. So again, looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this next video. And thanks again for your time. Talk to you soon. Quite generic what I just said there, right? That could work for anybody's business. Anybody that you're in, that potential message could work. And this, what I just showed you guys, is all that is taking. That little simple GIF inside the email is what we're talking about, guys. So when you go to share this, again, I'll go to my Outlook really quick to show as well. Regardless of whether you're in Gmail or Outlook or Mac Mail or Yahoo Mail, does not matter. If you're communicating via email, via a CRM, via social media, any of these, it's universally compatible, where instead of putting a plain text message, you can put a video message like this. Now, just for a moment here, imagine, guys, you are a real estate agent, an insurance, mortgage, some sort of service. These people are shopping, right? They have you have competition. They have other people that are going to be inundating them with messages. Imagine for a moment what your competition's message looks like. There's a 95+% chance it does not look like this. It's going to be plain text, probably copy and pasted, maybe even an automated email. And then your message is going to look like this. Which of these, a plain text, copy and pasted, looks like a robot could have sent it, or a message like this, where they actually get to hear their name, see that you took the time to create a video just for them, and it's got a GIF with their name in it? Which of those do you think is going to be more interesting for this opportunity, for this lead? Which of those do you think is going to create a better first impression? It's quite obvious, actually. And in fact, there's lots of stats done on this where the GIF has a 300% increase in click-through when compared to links. Because people are taught, don't click links in emails. Many people are taught that. People are not taught, don't click play in a video in your email. Just that reason alone, people have far more clicks on these types of assets on a GIF versus a naked link, a long URL or something. It also is going to create this impression that you took the time personally for them, that you have some sort of advanced technology that they've never likely seen before. So, wow, you're using this cool technology I've not seen. You took the time to create this personal message just for me. I got to hear my name, see my name, know that this was literally a personal message using something I've never seen before. And versus the plain text that everyone else is sending. Again, just think for a moment, which of those is going to create a more powerful first impression? It should be obvious. It's going to be this video every single time, unless they're like blind or something. Not making a joke, but seriously, like if they're blind and they don't see that it's a video. So, guys, this is the #1 use case. It's also the simplest use case because we're not doing anything fancy. We're not automating. It's literally just taking what you're already doing, typing emails, and instead of typing, you're creating a human approach. You're now setting yourself apart from plain text and letting them know, look, I'm a person, I'm a professional. Here's what I have to offer. Here's what makes me unique. Again, this will create a much better first impression than any plain text that you can possibly write. And if you wrote some amazing, eloquent message, you could say that in the video, and it's going to be even more impactful than it would be in plain text form. So guys, there's other things we're going to show today, more complex technology to take advantage of all the opportunity here. However, I will say this is, again, the number one use case, number one success-driven opportunity that people are doing is just by adding these personal video messages instead of plain text. Send 10 of these to your past clients and watch what the responses look like versus the plain text messages that you've sent them in the past. I can promise you, if you have 10 or 20 past clients, you send them a update, say, hey guys, how's it been? It's been a year since we spoke. You will receive responses much better, above and beyond anything you ever received from plain text. It's guaranteed. So this is number one use case. If anyone says, how should I use Dubb? This is always the go-to. Personal video messages for your individual leads. However, there is a caveat here, guys. If you are dealing with hundreds or thousands of leads per day, you have some sort of other system involved, this completely personalized approach may not actually work for you. Again, if you're dealing with super high volume, we'll show some other stuff and how to use video technology through that method as well. But I cannot stress this enough. The number one use case, guys, all of our case studies, all the success stories are from this. People send videos like this, achieved amazing results in terms of their click-throughs, responses, pipeline, and sales. So don't overcomplicate things. Don't overthink things. That's all that it takes. Okay, now we're going to overcomplicate things. We're going to overthink some things. You guys ready? So part of what Dubb provides and part of what this training is about is leveraging more advanced technologies. So that's the most basic thing. Click record instead of typing. Now, we also have, guys, what this, again, presentation is about is the use of more advanced technologies like artificial intelligence. So what we've done is try to make leveraging artificial intelligence as simple as possible. So right here on your guys' dashboard, when you log into Dubb, there's a AI writing assistant available right here. It's a writing and research assistant. So it's just like ChatGPT. If you guys are familiar with ChatGPT, it's just like that same engine that powers it. It's just a little bit easier to use because you have your prompts already built in. You can tell it, I want a 500, 100 word thing. I want it to be persuasive or hilarious or sarcastic. And then you can choose an industry tonality. So this is an easier version to use than ChatGPT for two reasons. One, it's built right in here. You don't have to go to the website, wait in line. And two, there's prompts built into it. So let's see here. Write me a sales message on why someone should buy coaching services. Very, very generic here, but because again, lots of coaches we can lean into. But this is all that it takes, guys. You can write here. The more specific you prompt this AI, the more specific the answer is going to be. But you can see in 10 seconds, I now have a very persuasive sales message about why somebody should buy my coaching services. I can now take this and add this to my scripts. You can see this button that says add to scripts. The scripts end up in your teleprompter. So when you want to record a video, you can actually use the teleprompter and record directly from that at whatever speed, size. It's completely customizable for your own needs. So this is, again, guys, taking advantage of more advanced technology, AI to research, to write your actual scripts, teleprompters to now record your scripts so you don't have to memorize what you need to say. Again, a little bit more complex. If you're coming back to this, guys, this shouldn't be telepromptered, right? You're just saying a nice personal greeting. It's short. You should have that memorized. But if you want to do something longer, which we're going to talk about, posting to social, YouTube channels, things like that, teleprompters become extremely valuable for when you're trying to produce longer content or things that are complex that you're trying to explain. You don't have to do a million takes. Put it in the teleprompter, use the built-in editing features on Dubb, and it makes this whole thing so much easier. So again, I showed you guys the most basic version, press record inside of your email. And now this is a more advanced version where I want to produce something that's going to be shared to a lot of people. I want to post something to social media. This is actually what this is going to look like. I'm going to come back to this. We have another slide, but tip of the iceberg here, guys, in terms of the advanced technology. We're going to cover more of this. Guys, I want to see some questions in the chat and the Q&A. If you have any questions about how the AI, how the teleprompter, how any of those things function together, let me know in the chat and the Q&A. I'm going to stop my share for a second. Ina, go ahead and pull the slides back up for me. So, go back one more time. Guys, this is it. Number one use case, one-to-one video. There is also bulk, which we're going to talk about as well, where you can send these through automation into a large number of people. I mentioned the caveat, if you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of leads, we will cover that as well. But do not ignore, do not place, don't forget the significance or importance of these one-to-one messages, because that's where the magic really happens. Okay, go ahead and go to the next one. You're gonna tell us a couple things, and then I'm gonna show us some cool stuff.
Yeah. Just from a high level view, we eat our own dog food here at Dubb. So when Darius talks about teleprompter and AI writing, I mean, we use this stuff all the time. Ruben and I, when we do Rev Show, we come up with topics, we use the AI, we make it our own, we load it in the teleprompter. It makes everything super efficient for our YouTube videos. Darius has done the same thing. We just support videos about comparisons. I mean, there's all kinds of tech that we use for our social posting across YouTube, whether it's support, Rev Show, Instagram, TikTok, anything you can think of. We use our tech to make it easier for us to produce this stuff, because a lot of the times social media can be a little laborious, a little, I've got to make this, I got to do this post. What is it going to be about? We have the technology to really helps you with the ideas, helps you with the writing, and the technology of using the mobile app or using the desktop app or the Chrome extension. But in particular, the desktop app and the mobile app, and Darius is going to show you this, but if you use the desktop app, you can actually crunch the browser to make it like this, where it's vertical for social media videos, and you can be the little bubble in there kind of narrating everything. You can do that with the mobile app, shooting in clips, just like you can do with the desktop app. Those two technologies make it so much easier to produce content for these social media platforms. A lot of the times too, pausing is huge. We have it across all of our tech. So if you're shooting something and you're shooting a clip and you want to pause, hit the pause, stop for a second. And the clips make it possible where if you shoot a great clip, you love it, but the next clip you're shooting, like, I want to do that one again, but you don't want to lose the clip you just shot, it's already there. So it saves you so much time. So the key here, and I'm going to put it back to Darius, but the key high level thing is that tech is going to save you so much time, and it's going to allow you to be more consistent. We've talked before about batch recording and other webinars. We have videos related to this. Do you want to do a bunch of your videos one afternoon for the whole month? Sure. There's a method for that. We have that. If you want to do one a day, whatever fits your schedule, but know that you're going to be able to show your screen. You're going to be able to talk directly to camera. You're going to have all these creative choices that you can make with virtual backgrounds to make everything so interesting for the viewer when you post it on social. So that's what I got.
Absolutely. And Rob, I know you have to take off, so appreciate you, buddy. See you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, guys, I see some really great questions in the chat. I would love if you guys could just hang out here toward the end. I will answer each and every one of them very specifically. So just keep paused. I do see the questions, some good ones in there. Very happy to answer those. Guys, I'm going to share my screen with you now and show what this is actually about. So here we go. Share, not that one. That's my YouTube. Okay, guys, so we have built one tool, or two tools actually. There's the desktop and the mobile, and they actually work nearly the same way. Actually, I should show you guys the install of that really quick. If you guys have not checked out the Dubb desktop app yet, I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm going to share a link right now in the chat. Don't go watch everything on it right now. Just click the link and then come check it out later. This is going to show you guys how to install the desktop app, which I'm going to show you right now, and how to use it and do all the fancy stuff I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to put this link. This is the article to everything you need in the Zoom chat right now. Like I said, don't dive in there and try to go through everything yet. Do click it so it opens in your browser, but don't worry about reading it right now. Okay, this is the desktop app, guys. Once you have it installed, you'll be able to go to Finder and then launch it. It will ask you to log in the first time. So if you're not logged in yet, it'll ask you to log in, request permissions, and then once it is installed like this, you'll be able to open it. And it's going to give you the options here to record a couple of different types of videos. One can be just your webcam, just like this. I did see a question that says, hey, does the teleprompter work on PC? And the answer is yes. So I can select my teleprompter right here, PC or Mac, and read from my teleprompter to record. Guys, this teleprompter is also sticky and it's smart. So you don't want your teleprompter to be all the way down here, so you're reading from the bottom of your screen like this. You want it to be high and tight like this. You don't want it to be so wide so that you're, reading to the left and right, just like where mine is. You want to increase the speed where it's the right speed, increase the font size, and it's going to remember all of these settings. So you set your teleprompter up one time where it's the right speed and size and width and height, and then it's going to remember that for you moving forward. And when you press record, it's going to automatically scroll that teleprompter at the speed you've set it. So this is option one. Again, pausing, so I can change gears, pause my teleprompter, do whatever I need to do. Or I'm going to show you guys the second type. This is where things become really interesting, especially for posting to social media. This is the screen recorder, guys, where you can see my little bubble here. This can be a square, it can be a rectangle, it could be a vertical style video, anything that I want. I can also resize it and double click and say, hey guys, this part's really important. Let me show you how this desktop app is going to work. Go back in, now I'm showing the screen. There's annotation tools. So I can say, click here, or maybe step 1, step 2, step 3. I can draw a pencil on the screen, right? I can draw anything that I want to. So these annotation tools are designed to make your recordings more interesting. So instead of having to give it to some video editor after, and they're going to come do these fancy things post, you could actually do all of this yourself in the single tool that we provide. So annotations, pausing, multiple clips, all this is available right here, guys. Teleprompter you can turn on or off, annotation tools on or off, the ability to change the webcam. One other thing I'll show you guys as a real life example. I know we have some real estate agents in here, some mortgage people as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up a real estate report. And this is going to talk about the trends in the market and stuff, right? And so what I'll do is if I want to post this to social media, I think, Bernie, we had you in here as well. We're going to talk about that. Posting to social, like for example, YouTube Shorts has a 1-minute maximum, and they prefer vertical style videos. Instagram Reels, again, vertical style videos. How can we do this from our computer? Because unless you're a whiz on your mobile doing stuff, you can actually now do this right from your computer. So what I'm going to do here, this is what Rob was mentioning. I'm going to squeeze my browser. So now it's in a vertical format. And now I'm going to click on my desktop app. And this option here enables you to record in a custom size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select 9:16. 9:16 is a vertical format. That's the same as your mobile device. That's what Instagram Reels and TikTok and YouTube Shorts, they want this vertical style video. So you're able to select the vertical format. You can even resize this to make it fit whatever you need to record. So now I have my real estate report, my market update ready to go. I can also put myself in there. It's like a vertical video. So let me do the vertical style, minimize this. So now I'm in my report ready to share this thing. Get centered. And now I'm going to press record. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, it's time for your monthly market update. Let me take you through this quick report so you can have your finger on the pulse of your local market. One thing I want to draw attention to, guys, is the first time in over 10 years, there's actually been a decrease in home prices. Now it's only at 0.9%, but we don't know. Is this going to, anyway, I won't go into the full report, but this is your guys' job. Again, this is now a perfect format for posting to social. It's in 9:16. It's going to be accepted by any of those platforms. Just be aware of the time limit, guys. If you're posting on, like, again, YouTube Shorts, 1-minute limit. TikTok has its own, Reels has its own. As a best practice, if you guys want to take one video, that's what this is about, right? Posting to all socials. Bernie had this question. I recommend keeping your shorts under 1 minute so that you can take the same video and paste it everywhere on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. At 1 minute, you can put this everywhere. If it's over a minute, you will only be able to put it on certain channels. But again, guys, this is how you can actually record videos for social, for posting right on your desktop. Custom size. There's also other options here too. You don't have to just do the 9:16. Let's say you're doing your YouTube channel. Well, that's going to be landscape. So we can use the landscape format instead. And then you'd bring your bubble in wherever it needs to go. adjust the article to fit within the frame that you need. So this is also what it's used for: YouTube videos, social posting, or even, let's say, if you guys have some sensitive information, you have a part of your screen that you want to show, but not all of it. Maybe I want to show just this one little part of my screen where the other part's sensitive, like rates or other people's information. Again, all possible with a single tool. This is how people are creating content for YouTube, for social media. Again, Rob said, we're drinking our own Kool-Aid. I do this myself. This is how we produce our videos. We have a lot of coaches that are early adopters. This is how they're producing their YouTube videos and social posts. So this feature is relatively new, guys, with the custom size, the desktop app, again, within the past couple months. I started with the #1 use case that's been around for years. This is the #2 use case, guys. This is how we can now get in front of new opportunities. The first one I showed you was for existing leads. This is how now we can generate new leads from social for free, technically, opportunity cost, right? Time. With this technology, the opportunity and time cost is now a fraction of what it would have been in the past. Instead of figuring out how to do all this stuff, you now have the instruction for it. You actually also have coaching for it. If you want help with any of this stuff, we're here every single weekday at 10 a.m., guys, for live, real-time expert support. So you can come talk to us literally every single day about how you can do stuff like this, or share your screen, anything you need. There's also chat. If it's a more simple question, just come into the chat, 10 minutes away from a real human response. So this is the way that we're recording for social media, using the desktop app, or one other option here, guys, is the mobile app. It has all the same things. Actually, you know what? I forgot one thing. Sorry, guys. This is what I was going to show you, is there's also multiple clips. So what I'm going to do is I'll just press record here. 3, 2, 1. Hey, guys, here's my first clip. Check mark. Now you can see that created a clip. Now I can take other videos and import them here. I can record another clip. Just press record again. 3, 2, 1. Here's my second part of my video. Thanks for watching. Check. So now I have both parts of my video there, beginning, intro, outro. I can add more videos in here. I can delete these parts. This is all part of the process, guys, being able to record without having to do a seamless, perfect take. You can do just little pieces at a time and make sure you're getting those little pieces correct, instead of having to, oh, I got to do one monster video and hope that it's all perfect. Don't do that. Don't put that pressure on yourself to try to do a perfect take. Use the clips, use the editing that's built in. The same features that I'm showing you guys right now, the ability to record multiple small clips, is also available on the mobile, which I'll show in a moment. So multiple clips, adding existing video. Finally, the last option here is there is built-in editing on the platform as well. So I have my perfect little video here, but let's say I messed up. So I want to split from there to there. And if, guys, this isn't big enough, you can adjust it here, increase the size of the timeline so you can see a little bit further. So I split that part of my video, and now I want to cut it out. So any part of the video you don't like, you can fix it before you add it to Dubb. And if you have an editor, if you're using a video editor, great. You can download this and go give it to your editor as well. This is what we've built for you guys, because we have ourselves been using YouTube and social for all these years to build our business. That's what we've done. We've known countless other users that have followed us along the journey and have built their businesses this way as well. And this tool was developed to streamline this entire process. It's so much easier now to create educational, valuable content. One click, teleprompter, AI, editing, it's all in the one place now. So much easier than it was before. Even for us, for the past, this was like 10 different tools. We had some screen recorder, and then we have to give it to our editor, and then we have to give it to our transcription. And it was just a big headache. And this has allowed us to really ramp up production, as well as all of our users. Okay, mobile, guys, I'll show this really quick here. And again, questions are coming. I'm going to answer each and every one of those guys in detail. Just want to show you the mobile app really quick, because it does have the same options that I just described, where on the app, I can access the same teleprompter. So here's the app, guys. Same teleprompters right there. Click the button, select the script, tap the script, and then choose the speed, choose the size, right? Don't read from down here. Make sure the teleprompter is up near the top so your eye line is perfect. adjust the speed where you can, have it read at the speed that you want. Same exact teleprompter. Also, multiple clips. So I'm going to start this video facing myself. Here's part 1, guys. Pause. And you can see that's created a single clip. And now I'm going to tap record again. And now it's recording a second clip. I can take existing video and import it into this timeline, just like I showed on the desktop. Or I can just keep recording. So multiple clips, built-in editing, trimming. It's all, again, part of one platform. You guys don't need other things to fix your videos if you make little mistakes. Okay, good. So questions, keep those coming in. Ina, go ahead and share the presentation one more time. All right. So this is the strategy for posting to social, guys, or for creating the content to post, is the desktop app and the mobile app. Teleprompters, AIs, pausing, multiple clips. It has literally never been easier to create content like this. The posting is another piece, right? Depending on which channels you're on. We actually did make some shortcuts. Actually, Ina, can you stop your share really quick? I did want to show this one feature on the mobile. We did make it easier to post to social, guys, right from the mobile. I can take this video, and there's a button right there. It says upload to social, share on social. I click that. It says, okay, download your video, and then tap the platform you want to upload it to. So just a little shortcut. What you will, guys, Bernie, I think this was your comment. What you will find is that it is repeatable. So when you have your main video, your 1 minute short, you're going to have some hashtags, a description, and then you're basically going to re-upload those same things to the 3 or 4 different platforms, depending on which ones you're active on. But yeah, that's basically what it works. It's just a click again, re-upload the same video, same captions, things like that. So the posting is actually really easy. For YouTube, guys, we do have direct integrations with YouTube. So you can actually take your video and upload it directly to YouTube with a click. Sorry, I have my messy window here. Let me show you guys the clean one. Anyway, so from Dubb, there is actually that direct YouTube integration where I can take my video and click right here to upload it directly to my YouTube channel. So the whole thing ties together, guys. Use the AI to write your script, teleprompter to record it, record your video, import straight to YouTube, and then we're going to market this directly to your audience as well with the next slide, the next piece of technology I'm going to show you guys. So Ina, go ahead and pull this up. We'll get through this last piece, and then I'm super excited about these questions, guys. This is my favorite part, guys, is getting to speak with you and answer questions and hear successes. So testimonials is a powerful part of most people's businesses. Not everyone is applicable. Like if you're in some sort of financial services or something, right? You can't share testimonials from your clients about how well you've managed their money. There are most businesses like real estate, mortgage. Testimonials are powerful assets to have in your own marketing, on your websites, on your landing pages. And this is like completing the loop, right, guys? So we recording the videos, we're generating leads, then we're converting those leads with those direct messages. And then once we've captured an audience, once we've captured a conversion, a business, client, then we're going to capture their testimonial. We're going to get their success story. And that's going to help feed this whole, again, engine. Let me show you guys how easy this is as well. So I'm going to share my screen again, one more time. Collecting video testimonials. Literally, guys, this is other whole businesses do this. Like that's their whole service or product. And it's actually more expensive than Dubb. And you can do this by yourself within the cost of the Dubb subscription. So again, if you guys go try to find a service that collects video testimonials for you, it's going to be dollars. You can do this yourself for the cost of the Dubb subscription, including all the other stuff you get. So this is how Testimonial Collection works, is you can have a single button. That's all it really takes. There's just one button that does this. And when you share a video with somebody, they can respond with a video themselves. They do not have to download or install or sign up or do anything. They can just click this button and they can immediately send a video back to you. So this means from their cell phone, from their webcam, whatever device they're on. Again, they don't have to download or sign up or install. They can click one button and send a video testimonial back to you. And then you can put that in your playlists on your website. You can email that. It also makes a perfect social post, right? Client Appreciation Day. Post your client's testimonial and share their success story. So video testimonial collection, again, is just another aspect of Dubb that ties into this whole thing. You're generating leads with content, you're converting those leads with direct messaging, and then you're getting more business, more referrals, more testimonials, again, by the last part of the technology, collect their testimonial. All right, we have one more piece here, guys, to tie, again, everything in together, which is, Enid, go ahead and share that last slide. We're going to talk a little bit about automation. And this is the caveat that I mentioned, where if you're dealing with a large number of leads, or you want to take a vacation, or you want a long weekend, and you want your business to be your business, to do business for you while you're away, while you're asleep, while you're on the weekend. This last piece I'm going to show you guys here is about automation. It's the ability to automate aspects of your business, like sending messages, sending texts, qualifying your appointments, having them book meetings, having them make purchases. Anything you want someone to do, that's what the automation is for. I will share my screen here again and give you guys some real life examples. So we here at Dubb, again, we say this a lot, we drink our own Kool-Aid, we practice what we preach. If you guys signed up to Dubb, you will have received some emails, maybe even some text messages if you put in a cell phone. All of these emails and text messages are coming from our automated workflows. You know, we're a smaller team, right? We're not hundreds of people over here, and we all take breaks and we have weekends off, and we you know, have a life. But we want our business to operate for us while we're having our life. So when you guys sign up on the weekends or at night, you will still be receiving communications from us. This is what that looks like. So somebody signs up to Dubb, they get an automatic email. A day later, they're going to get another automatic email. So this is just a simple sequence that shows sending an email, waiting a day, so on and so forth. Each of these steps is completely customizable. So you can wait any length of time, you can send any email or text message, and it can also be much more complex, like based off of their behavior. If you sent them a video, did they watch that first video? Did they click a button? Did they engage somehow? If yes, then you can go one direction. Great, they did what you wanted. They booked a meeting. They responded. They watched. If not, maybe no, maybe they did not watch the video. Okay, well, let's wait until Monday and then follow up with them automatically and say, hey, I wanted to see if you had a chance to watch the video. Please check it out. Or maybe they missed an appointment, right? Somebody booked your appointment. They didn't show up. You don't want to chase them down. So you can add them to a workflow where it will automatically send them a reminder to book their appointment until they book it. Guys, this is what we call the final frontier of sales and marketing, because it's utilizing technology where, again, you can be asleep, on vacation, doing whatever you're doing, and your business is running on autopilot. So it's sending the emails, sending text messages, booking appointments, making sales, qualifying people, dequalifying them, right? Capturing lead information through forms. Literally anything you need to do, except for record videos, right? Automation can't record a video for you. That's still on you. But it can send the video. It can get the person to book a meeting. It can have them respond to your messages. So sky is the limit here, guys, when it comes to what you'd like to automate in your business. Now, I realize for many of you guys, it's probably too much right now, but I can promise you, whatever industry you're in, if you look at the people that are top producers that are in that industry or space, they are more than likely using automation, probably heavily using automation. Like, for example, real estate and mortgage, all top producers there are heavily using automation. They have autoresponders, they have drip sequences, they have all automation turned on. So if you guys are not currently doing automation, that's okay. You have the technology to do so, and you also have the expert help where you can come speak to someone live every day about how can I automate parts of my business? I have this idea. What do you think? What should I do here? Guys, I can't place a value or a dollar sign on that. I know you want to talk to a consultant. It's in the hundreds of dollars an hour or something. This is a free service that we provide here, guys. So come speak to us. We're happy to help you. Literally, I'm happy to help you. I've helped thousands of individuals always happy to help more. This is what keeps me motivated. It's like a teacher watching their students, graduate or something. It's amazing. So please come ask for our help. I'm happy to help you guys. Okay. That is the last part of the technology. And again, the culmination of everything at once. So you're having your videos go out through maybe an automation. You can collect testimonials through automation. You can qualify or book appointments through the automation. Everything that I showed you guys, dude, you can basically automate as well. Again, it is more advanced. It's a little more complex. But when you have everything, like when you first saw algebra, it's like, what the heck are you going to do with that? But you have a teacher and a book and someone to show you how to do algebra, how to work formulas. You have the same thing here. Teachers are ready to help you every day, 10 a.m. Pacific, or email or chat. There's pre-recorded videos, the books, the textbooks, all available for you guys to get to this level. I realize it's advanced. I realize not everyone's ready for it, but it is your future if you want to excel. Most of your opportunities, people are using automation. Talk to a coach or something in your industry, and they'll say, yeah, you should be having automators, automated campaigns, automation, autoresponders, all that. Speak to them if you haven't seen it already. I can promise you it's being utilized. So, all righty, perfect time, guys. I'm going to go ahead and now start answering some of these questions because, like I said, this is my favorite part. So I'm going to start at the top. George, appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. This is, like I said, this is my passion. I love helping people. John, yes, you will get the recording. Bernie, don't see the Q&A. This one's actually a meeting. Did I freeze? Am I frozen? Guys, can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me
frozen.
Turn it on. Okay, there I am. Okay. Anyway, Bernie, this was a meeting, so no Q&A. It's not a webinar. This was just a regular meeting. Mark DeRocha, have you got some value from today? Do you sort of have an idea of what Dubb's about? You can turn your microphone on there.
Yeah, I was trying to find it. Ruben, thank you so much. It's really awesome, actually. And so basically, can I just ask you? So if you've got things like Loom or Screencast-O-Matic, you don't need any of that. We can just focus on this. Yeah.
Exactly. It is people call it the Loom on steroids because it does all the same things plus a whole bunch more on the back end. So that video you record has whole landing pages customized, built out for you. A lot of really cool stuff that happens in addition to what Loom does. So yeah, teleprompters, pausing, multiple clips, editing. You got it. Good observation there, sir.
Yeah. Thanks for the email as well. I'll reach out to you separately. Thank you.
Excellent. Good. All right. Here, George, it's amazing, Mark. Appreciate you, buddy. George is a paying client. He's not a paid testimonial. So, they say that in the commercials sometimes. This is a paid testimonial. This is not that. So, Bernie, my process is getting slowed down when I'm posting on multiple platforms. So we were talking about this, guys. When you have a short, you have a reel or something, you want to post it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all these. So, Bernie, you said you're being slowed down. Threads will accept a video. So Threads is a text-only platform, Bernie. Threads is its own little unique section where we probably should be sharing only text there to take advantage of the Threads algorithm because it's a text-based platform. What you can do is you can record a video and then take the transcripts. You can take the text from your video. It's automatically generated. So here's the video that I recorded, and here's my text file. That I can post to Threads. So I now have the TXT file, the text file of my video, and that's what I can post to Threads. Good. Okay. George, I'm in the mortgage industry. I've been using this for a while and get my individual messages answered. I'm no longer ghosted. Woo! That's exactly awesome. And the other part is, even if somebody does ghost you, try sending them a video because then you can actually see, are they still watching it? Are they alive? Did they open, click, and watch? Versus you don't even know if they read your email or not. So even if they did ghost you, try sending them a video. It's like a silver bullet or an extra tool there. Mark, could you give a link to this use case? Mark, do you have a follow-up from that?
Yeah, Ruben, it was the first. Do you remember you said it was the first user case, and you're saying if you ever want to have a user case to refer to, I was just saying rather than looking at everything on your case, all your different case studies, if you got that one to just refer to, just to get started, that'll be brilliant.
You mean just the main use case where I showed this, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. Cool.
Yeah, and actually, so Mark, if when you subscribe to Dubb, we do offer one-on-one support. So we'll connect
Okay.
you in Zoom. We're going to set up the shortcuts inside of your Outlook and Gmail, whatever you're using. We'll get you all taken care of there in a one-to-one.
Brilliant.
So
Thank you.
gotcha. Good. Stan, question about deliverability. Excellent question, Stan. And what we've done here is really optimize the way that emails and messages get delivered. So this is what a typical attachment in an email looks like, right? If I open my email here, this is what attachments look like, right? When you send a Dubb video, there actually is no attachment. It's the equivalent of sending this. It's an image with a link. So when I add this video here, I'll send this to myself and you can see how this works. So there is no attachment. There's nothing to download. Actually, one second. You always need to add a sentence, guys. This is super, super important. I don't ever want to miss this. You always need at least one sentence in the body of the email when you're sending a video. Like if I sent just this image, that's going to go to spam more than likely. Nobody does that, right? You don't just send an image. You'd say, hey, here's my headshot. So you always add a sentence, you know, hey, John, here is a video about X, something like that. Add the video. And now I'm going to send this to myself. And you're going to see here that there's no attachment, nothing to download. When I open that, all I have to do is click the play button on that video. So two things we've done. One is this is a very small GIF. It's like less than 3 or 4 megs. So it's optimized for deliverability. It's the equivalent of an email signature where there's nothing to download, nothing to whatever. They can just click and play. So to your answer your question, deliverability has been optimized as far as possible. However, there are still some instances, like if somebody has such a strict email filter where you just can't send any outside links to them. That is the case, like some banks or some institutions I've seen where they have very strict email filters and no links are allowed. So that's still a possibility. But if it's a regular email for regular people, it's been optimized for deliverability. So the vast majority of the time, it's going to be acceptable. If it's those cases where no link works, then plain text might be the only option to potentially reach that person. Rich, I put the link in a text, but it shows just the link. Great, great question, guys. Let me show you this. I have a little video I'm going to share with you. If anybody wants to send videos via text message from your cell phone, I'm going to share this video with you. And what this is going to do is it's going to show you how to force the preview as part of your message. Rich, I think it was, is this from your cell phone or from a desktop application?
It's from my desktop. It's a, well, I can do it by my phone.
Is this through a system like a
But
follow-up
then it's
box,
also
or
within a action plan. I have some text that go out
what's
from
the system you're using, Rich? Is it Follow-Up Boss or Wise Agent, or what are you using? Chime?
what comes out of pro agent websites. They send a text and video. It's like one of the all-in-ones, like KV Core.
Okay, so
But everything just text, and then even when I do my my cell phone, I text the link in. For
Got it.
some reason, it used to pop up the video, but now it just
No,
bleeds
so
out.
here's the way that this works. If you're texting a link to a contact that's previously responded to a message from one cell phone to another, you just share the link. It'll automatically give a preview. If this person has never responded to you, it will not automatically provide a preview because it's a privacy concern. So, Rich, maybe that's what you've noticed. If you mess
Okay.
one that has responded, you can just send the link. If they've never responded, it's a brand new contact. I'm going to show you 2 different videos because there's 2 different ways. It's either from a cell phone or from a desktop. The first one I'm going to share with you right now is if you guys want to share a video from your mobile through a text to a new contact. So guys, if you're cold messaging contacts through text, click that link. This is going to show you how to force the preview into a cold text message on your cell phone. Now, if you're doing this on a computer, if you're doing this through a software like a real estate CRM, the one I'm going to give right now, this is just an example of one. This is for Follow-Up Boss, but the same exact steps work for any real estate CRM. So if you're in Chime or Wise Agent or Follow-Up Boss or whatever one you're using, that's the second link there. This shows you how to force the preview in a text message coming out of a desktop software. So there's 2 links there, guys, that overcome forcing the preview to cold contacts. So great question.
Sorry, Darius.
There's the solutions. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, it's George. I haven't had that issue with new contacts when I send them through SMS.
If
They
it's
get the preview.
if it's iPhone to iPhone, they got their own set of rules as well.
Oh,
So,
okay,
yeah,
I'm on Android.
iMessage is different, Android is different. It's
Okay.
always, but I will say that for the vast majority of people, if they have never received a message from you, never communicated with you before, and you're messaging them for the first time, the link will typically not provide an automatic preview. So you'll want to force the preview if it's a brand new contact. Good. Okay. Let me keep going here. Okay, where was I? Right there, mortgage industry. Could you give a link? Deliverability, put the link. Okay. What kind of equipment? Nick, are you still here? What kind of equipment? The equipment we recommend is your cell phone, your built-in webcam. You don't even need an external one unless you're on a really old computer and it's like super grainy. Everyone's video that I can see here, the guys that are on, more than substantial, more than enough. Like Bob, George, Mark, our webcams are definitely more than sufficient in terms of using it. If it's really, really grainy, I would recommend an external webcam. And I do also, one other thing is you want lighting. If you're in a really dark situation, you will probably need some front-facing lighting, or you need to be facing a window. Like a window needs to be facing you this way, not behind you. You don't want light behind you because then you're backlit and your face is dark. You want a light source coming from this direction toward you. So I have a little ring light right now that's giving me the majority of my light, but I also have a window over here. So you guys want front-facing lighting. That's the only probably external equipment I would recommend, unless your camera sucks. So if your camera's terrible, webcam. If you have no lighting, front-facing lighting. That's it. No special microphones or any other setup required. Good. So yeah, don't need Loom. Can you modify the text on the teleprompter? Yeah. So you type whatever you want into the teleprompter. You can use the AI and come rewrite it. And you will probably actually have to do that. You'll probably have to rewrite it once or twice as you are doing that. So, okay. Let's see here. Owen, are you still with us, my friend? Let's see there. Owen, yes, you are. Did I miss the GIF? Okay, so Owen, the way the GIF gets made, it actually gets made automatically. So as soon as you create a video, Dubb is going to create a 3-second GIF from your video. By default, it takes the first 3 seconds to generate the GIF. You can change this. So right here under editing, I can use a different part of my video to generate the GIF. Like, let's say I don't like those first 3 seconds. Maybe I want to use these 3 seconds. I can use current frame, and that will be my GIF. So it's either the first 3 seconds of the video by default, and that's why I say put their name in it, or you can even upload something custom. So you can make a GIF from somewhere else and add it here as well. But Owen, to answer your question specifically, GIFs are created automatically from the first 3 seconds of your video.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep. Roland, does a teleprompter work on PC? Yes, sir. PC, Mac, mobile, any of those devices, teleprompter is ready and available for you. Rich, does the teleprompter work with the webcam screen recording? Yeah, so only on the desktop app, Rich. So make sure you click that link that I provided for the desktop support article. It shows you how to use the teleprompter, multiple clips while you're screen recording. Just a quick tip, guys, I do not recommend trying to do the screen drawing while you're using a teleprompter. I've tried it. It's like impossible. You're either using a teleprompter or you're doing the screen drawing. You can pause and sort of do a combination, but don't try to read while you're drawing. It's not going to work. So good. Okay, Roland, can you do these animation ads after the video is recorded? Roland, can you turn your mic on for me? What do you mean there by the animation ads? If your mic is accessible there, Roland. You see, can you do these animation ads after the video is recorded?
So Darius, can you hear me now?
I can, sir.
Okay, so when you were drawing and you put the 1, 2, and 3 next to it, like if
Yeah.
I pointed to top, to middle, to third while I'm videoing, could
Mhm.
I put that 1, 2, and 3 there after the video? Because
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know if I can do all of that at the same time.
Right. So no, unfortunately, the way that this particular technology works is it is meant for recording in real time. So
Okay.
like, yeah, so if I was going to show how to use this page, I would record, I would say, hey guys, let me show you how to use the editing tool. So the first thing is trimming. You can trim your videos. The second thing is you can replace the thumbnails. So it would have to be done in real time like this.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. You clear that up. Okay, great.
Yeah, it might require just a little bit of practice. So come in here,
Yeah,
try run or two, get
Okay.
comfortable with it before you do your live video.
yeah.
So
Okay, yeah. That's going to take some time.
yeah, just a couple of practice sessions and you'll be ready to roll.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. Okay, George, how do you merge the different clips? George, turn your mic back on for me, buddy. Are you talking about desktop or website or, desktop or mobile? Sorry.
90% of my videos are desktop.
Okay.
So that's
Here you
my
go.
question on the desktop.
Oh, cancel that. And let me share my screen. So when you're on the desktop app, check out the support article first, support.dubb.com. Because there's a brand new feature that we released, which is that multiple clips and editing. And so you will need to turn on a second switch. It describes it right here in that article. I'm going to share this with you. It says a new feature that allows multiple clips and editing. Here's how it works. So I'm going to share this link. Just come click it now, watch it after, install the app, make sure it's up to date, etc. I'm going to share that with you now, and then I'll show you how it works. So with the desktop app, there is going to be a little switch here in your settings. So Dubb, preferences, and I'm going to turn on the enable clips and video editor. Once those switches are turned on, once I record a video like this, 3, 2, 1, here's clip number 1, check mark, and then I'm going to record my second clip. Here's clip number 2. Now I have my 2 clips. In order to merge those together, I just click done recording, and it's going to merge whatever videos are here in my timeline in the order that they're in. So if I need to reorder those, put them in the right order, then click done. And just the simple act of clicking done will merge all those clips together into one video.
Awesome.
Good. All righty here. We're moving right along. Where were we? Okay, so yes, Bruce, we'll get a copy to you. How to merge. Roland, yes, 10 a.m. Pacific every single weekday, guys. I'm going to put the link in the chat. It's probably already there once or twice. Dubb.com/T. Very easy link. It's like 6 letters long. Dubb.com/T will take you to the registration for the daily live session. Good. Does Dubb have the ability to remove filler words? So not automatically, actually. So Roland, that's something I think like a Loom does. Guys, we actually don't recommend removing little words like that. I mean, if you have a very poor communication style where you're like, this one time, if it's like that, then yeah, obviously the majority of your video is filler word versus content. If you're just communicating regularly and you have a, regular pause or a, things like that in your video, I do not recommend trying to remove those because the end result is like a really jump cutty sort of weird video depending on your communication. I've seen people that, like I just said, there. If I trim out every single one of those ums or likes and stuff, it creates kind of a weird video, like sort of a jump cutty, really younger people like TikTok, sort of YouTube style, they do a lot of jump cut. But if it's like for, business to business, we're speaking to people maybe over 30, it's going to be weird. We communicate like this. So that regular communication style would actually be what we recommend. Don't trim out. Yeah, your little
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely be human. Yeah, leave it imperfect is better. Good. Kevin, which of the features have you shown today are on the paid version versus the free version? Okay, so everything I showed today pretty much is on the paid version, guys. Teleprompters, editing, all that stuff is all sort of on the paid. You can do a basic recording. You can record a video, put somebody's name, and send it. It won't have the buttons. It won't have the extra features, editing, none of that stuff, but you can get the basics of it. And that's what the trial's for, you guys, or the free version. Come get some success, right? If you win one more opportunity, is that going to help Dubb pay for probably the entire year? Most likely, right? Yeah. Get one additional client using video, and you're like, okay, this is totally worth it. I need automation. I want to do bulk stuff. I want to do teleprompters, editing. So free trial will have access to all this stuff, guys, but the free version, once the trial is expired, is really just more basic.
That's great.
Good. Okay. Bernie, somewhat easy to use, time consuming. Yeah. So again, come to the trainings, get the practice reps in, it gets faster. Like what Bernie was talking about, the posting to social, when I started doing that, yeah, it took me some time, but now I've been more consistent. I have a little formula where I post to all channels, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, all within like 15 minutes. Because I have my hashtags and my descriptions, that's ready to go. I have the video ready to go. So all I do is I go to the platform, click upload, click next, paste my stuff, done. Next, and that took maybe 2 minutes. Next platform, upload, copy, paste, done, maybe 2 minutes. Do that 4 times, 10 minutes. All 4 places are posted. So yes, easy, but requires practice. How does Dubb work with a branded domain? You can have a completely custom domain if you like. It would say yourbusiness.dubb.com or something. So we can support custom domains as well. Hercules, that's an awesome name, buddy. In the one-to-one video demo, I thought I saw a text to video function or something. Yes, yeah, there is an extra feature there where you can convert text into video. It's sort of not as advanced as I'd like it yet. It's growing. Again, this is like the AI technology, guys. It's sort of in its embryonic, rudimentary phases still, but it's advancing constantly and quickly. So this is what that feature looks like, is the voice. Here I can enter some text and I can create a
Dubb
video.
text to video is a groundbreaking new technology powered by Vera from Dubb.
So that's the video itself, was an AI powered voice, male, female, speed, pitch. You can adjust all that there, lots of voices to choose from. And then it's going to generate a wavelength video where it's maybe your headshot, a voice, and like you saw the wavelength there. So that's what the text to voice feature looks like right now. There's more advancements coming to that, right? Like training your own voice for it, some things like that. But currently it's just that. Enter text, generate a voice from there. So.
Just one other question around that. So if you have another, artificial voice thing that has an API, can that be connected to what you guys do? Can you use that?
Yeah,
can
not
you
through
use that engine or not?
But yes, we have had, not through an API, but like we have other technologies where I've seen people are generating videos through some sort of AI automation, and they're just adding those videos to Dubb. But there's not an ability to do that in bulk right now, like through an API. Yeah. So they sort of have to be added on a one-to-one basis.
Yep, great, thank you.
You got it. Yeah, but good question. Exactly. We are exploring API integrations all the time. So definitely something we'd be looking at in the future. We don't have a direct partnership with one of these AI platforms yet. I think as soon as we get a nice relationship with one of them, we'll build something like that.
Well, specifically the ones that do voice creation,
Do you have a one you recommend or one you're using right now?
I'm looking at some now. I can let you know if I land on one, because I'm just thinking how, you'd be able to have things that you've already written that you could send off as your own voice, something like that.
Right. No, that's what I was saying. The own voice is definitely the next step where you can sort of have your own voice programmed in there. Yeah.
Great. Thanks. Appreciate it. Great demo.
Absolutely. Come on back to the chat or training or wherever you want. Let me know about the voice piece as well. It's how we improve the platform, guys, is feedback from you.
Okay,
so,
great.
Appreciate it. George, how can we customize the background of the presets? George, if your voice is still on, there's 2 backgrounds, right? There's the background of your video, like here, my physical, and then there's this background back here. Which one are you talking about?
In back of the template, in back of the video.
You got it. So that is part of the preset. You can see my preset contains this funky Dubb artwork a friend and a client of ours had produced for us. So that little piece of artwork there, we put it as the background. So right here under background, you can upload your own custom image there or choose from thousands of stock photos.
Okay, my question was more specific. In the mortgage industry, I always put a house or something financially related, but the video blocks all of it.
Yeah,
So
no,
the rest of it is,
the video is going to take up about
Yeah.
80% of the image. Yeah.
so how do I get to frame it? How do I get the image to be on the side? Like, that's for sure nothing to do with Dubb. I would
Yeah,
have to create my own image that makes some kind of a frame.
correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
actually, let me see here. I've worked with some Pro Plus clients in the past to help them build out their little images. Let me see if I can find one here. Okay, well, that was one. Like, we just did a monogram pattern for their
Okay.
background. That's an example of one I've helped create. Or you could just put the images like in the wings, like right here, it says your mortgage expert. It's the images in the
Okay,
wings.
that's what I gotta do. Okay, just put
Got
everything
it.
on the wings. So, okay, awesome.
Good. Okie dokie. Here we go. Julio, when I create the email automation before the form fill is okay. Yes. So actually, yes, Julio, if you want to create any sort of automated sequence, you would want to build out the full automation first. So you have email 1, email 2, email 3 goes out 1 day, 2 day, 3, whatever. Build the automation first. Then you're going to create the form that enrolls people into the automation. And again, automation training is one of my expertises because it's more complex for people. Come speak to me any weekday. Happy to help with building out automations for you guys. Bruce, yes, you're getting a copy of it. My friend will send it over to you. Just a suggestion for people uploading time consuming. Yeah, okay, so he was saying get the assistant, the VA. We actually do use VAs, or actually, I don't call them VAs. We're team members. We don't have VAs anymore. We have team members on staff that help with posting. So Bernie, like you said, do I have to hire somebody to do this? You don't have to. I probably wouldn't until your channels are really monetized, like you're generating leads from it. You're like, okay, I'm ready to ramp this thing up. Then you can afford basically to hire somebody. Otherwise, get a control over it yourself, get a workflow. When you also have that, it's going to make hiring somebody that much easier because you have a system and it's tied and it's much easier to do. So definitely do that. Michael, great presentation. Appreciate you, sir. Demo the GIF one more time. Yes. Okay. Here you go. What I recommend, Michael, it might turn on your mic. Are you Gmail or Outlook or what are you, how are you sending your messages? Michael, you're still here. Yeah, you could turn on your microphone if you could find that button. Oh, you answered my question. Sorry. Saw that next. I should keep reading. Bo, dude, you're without doubt the best present. Oh, I appreciate that, Bob. Thank you, my friend. I had some practice, and I think most importantly, it's the passion. Like, I truly want to help you guys. I want to show you how this technology works. I want to see you use it and succeed with it. So I think that's a big part of it is where it comes from inside. Like, I built it. It's like my baby, and I want you to marry my baby and have a great life together. So appreciate that, sir. Rich, can you remove existing voice recording on a video? You can't remove the voice, Rich, but you can use the voiceover feature. You can, on the mobile app, take an existing Dubb video, download it, add it again to the Dubb app. So guys, if this is an existing Dubb video, you will first need to download it to your phone and then upload it if you want to re-edit it, because all the editing only happens during the upload process. So take your video, click, download it on your phone, and then click the upload, click the import, okay. Add the video that you want to do your voiceover for. And that one's too short. Here you go. So I have my little video. I'm ready to do my voiceover. I'm going to click add clip. So now I have my clip there. There's my original 16-second video. And when I want to do my voiceover, I just tap the button. So here's my video. And now I can click this voiceover button right there. I'm going to tap, and it's going to allow me to, now I'm recording my voice over my existing video. So who knows what he's saying? It's going to say my voice here now. I'm going to tap to stop. And so now I have recorded a voiceover over this video. I'm going to press the check mark. And then I'm going to give the option for my original sound and my added sound. So the original sound, you want to turn that all the way down. Get rid of your old sound. Make sure your new added audio is turned up. So, and you can preview this right here, guys. Just play it. listen to it so you can hear it back. So yes, Rich, that's how you can do a voiceover on an existing video. Good. All right. Well, I think that's everything. We made it through, guys. All right. Any last questions? Okay, Owen, you got one more in there. When recording on the phone, landscape versus vertical. If this is all depending on where it's being sent through and what you're trying to show. If you are just recording yourself, it's just you, I recommend vertical. It's a better format for just you. If you're showing anything, like if you're in real estate, probably horizontal. You're going to show the property. You're here, the house is there. And, on the conversely, if you're trying to show something, your face is taking up 90% of it. And so it's going to be hard to show other things. So depending on what's in the video, Owen, if it's just you, vertical. If you're showing anything else and yourself, horizontal. One final caveat to that is depending on where it's going. If you're posting this to YouTube as like a YouTube video, landscape. You don't want, if it's a YouTube short, vertical. There's so many little rules and stuff with that, but I think that kind of covers it. Good question, Owen. All righty. Well, I think that's everything, guys. If you have any more questions, if they come up right after this, perfect. Come email us, support@Dubb. Come talk to us every day, every weekday, dubb.com/T. I'm just putting these links in there for you guys. Live training, email support, chat support, whatever you guys need. Happy to help. Literally, it makes me happy to help. I'm like, yes, we solved the problem. Help someone today. So no exaggeration there. All right. Well, thank you guys for your time today. We went a little bit over. That's all right. Love answering questions. Thank you guys so much for your time, your attention today. Let us help you whenever you need it. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.